By the way, I've stayed squirrely. Been thinking quite much about the golden acorns I've seen so far. Makes me consider things further before acting on it. That's my definition of squirrely, if you don't mind. You know what? I like that definition of squirrely. Thanks, Yama. That was a huge encouragement to me this morning. I really appreciate that. He'll go. True. We're gonna die. Wow, I stepped through and immediately death. I didn't even see what happened. Wow.
Daddy,
What, Mom?
is muss a word?
Is what?
Muss a word?
Muss?
Yeah.
No.
Then why did it say muscle?
I don't know. Maybe. Excuse me. Maybe it was short for something. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe it's short for mustard.
Maybe.
Well, that's crap. Oh, and we lost. Definitely lost. Like 1,000% lost. It's a good thing I don't really care.
Alright. So we got the espresso machine kind of figured out. We got the tea thing. This is for French presses. This is for tea as well. And then the Joker mug is for matcha, which we're going to talk to in a minute. And yeah. And then you can see we've got a whole bunch of other stuff. So for today's stream, we're going to be using this particular coffee right here. Find you. I'm doing well, man. Here with my wife. I don't know if you caught any of last month's Squirrely Health Saturday stream, but my wife was on that one as well. So this is her second live stream on Twitch ever.
Yeah.
She does live streams for Young Living on Facebook, right? Yeah. So this isn't like her first ever, second ever live stream, but it is on Twitch.
Jojo says hi, boys.
You say hi, Jojo.
Just say hi, Jojo.
Just say hi, Jojo. Hi, Jojo. Even though I don't really know who you are, but still.
What was it doing? Oh my. Y'all. Holy crap. Caleb Hart 42. Caleb Hart 42. Thank you so much for this raid. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever seen my chat this crazy.
Hello. I don't know why that was muted. That was weird. Hello, the world. And hello, Squirrely Squad. And Happy New Year. Happy 2025. Crazy. I was telling the family yesterday or today something that I saw, like, it's been this way for a little while, but I recently saw the meme that's like, we are now closer to 2050 than we are 1995. Imagine that. And it just feels weird that that's the case, right? Like 30 years from 1995, 25 years to 2050. It's just nuts. Feels like 1995 was like yesterday in some aspects. It's just crazy. But anyway, hopefully you guys had a happy and safe New Year's Eve last night, and nobody's hurting too bad this morning. We actually went to bed early, which we actually kind of do pretty regularly, to be honest. The last few years we have not really stayed up to midnight. I think we stayed up a little bit later last year, but still not to midnight. And last night I think we were in bed at like 9:30, something like that, which is pretty much our regular. Yeah, we're lame, but I don't know, man. There's not a lot of good places to go around this area where we live anyway. Especially not if you want to take your family and not go ham to where you're gonna be hurting in the morning. So yeah, we basically chilled at home in our PJs, had some snacks, and went to bed at a normal time. And then actually got up early. Hi, I am here, Chubex. I was gonna say good morning because I'm so used to streaming in the mornings, but good afternoon, Miss Chubex, and Happy New Year to you and your family. Hope you've been well, and hope you had an enjoyable New Year's Eve last night. Ours was enjoyable. Don't get me wrong, y'all. Like, it was just, it was very relaxing. Nothing crazy. My wife and I enjoyed chilling, watching some Young Sheldon with our boys, and it was a good time. And then we went to bed. And then we woke up relatively early and cleaned up all of the Christmas decor. Using a Prime sub on the first of the month. Unreal. Wow. Yeah, because they like refresh at the first of the month. Well, thank you for resubbing for 9 months and utilizing the first of the month Prime sub on yours truly. Thank you. We cleaned up our Christmas stuff too. Nice. Obviously, I didn't clean up all of my Actually, I forgot to turn it on. Hang on. I don't want you guys to see me in my jammy pants, so I'm gonna throw this really quick while I turn on those Christmas lights. Bear with me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with like jammy pants. I don't know. I feel like that's weird. There we go. Ta-da! Christmas lights are on. Okay. So we didn't clean up all the Christmas decor. However, I was actually going to clean that up. Go ahead and put that away. But I don't actually tear down that Christmas tree either. This one in my office, I just like very carefully tilt it. I leave all the ornaments on it. I just make sure they're extra secured. I tilt them, get them out of my office, and my office is in the basement where we store all the stuff anyway, so then I just walk it very carefully to where we store all the Christmas gear, and I leave it put together all year round, and then drag it back out for the next Christmas. Yeah. But I didn't clean it up. We cleaned up the rest of the Christmas gear. I didn't clean this one up because my younger son, Red Wing, he forgot a Christmas ornament at school before Christmas break. And so we were like, all right, Daddy will leave his Christmas tree up so that when you go back to school, I can hang it on my Christmas tree and have it up there for a little while before I put it away. So yeah. Our plan next year is just put more neutral white lights on the house and then just never take them down. Yeah. So I haven't even put Christmas lights out yet. We just have like a couple of the bulbs change color to green and red. Because I keep saying, and I know that I've said this on stream before, But like I keep saying I'm gonna put like Christmas lights to music on my house, and I just haven't done it yet because it takes like half the year to prepare properly to do it. And so if I pass like June, July, and it's now into August, I'm not doing it. If I haven't started yet, I'm not doing it. So hopefully I can get a start on it earlier this year, and if I remember enough time. But yeah, that's kind of the plan, is to like line the house really nicely with lights that will change color, and then just never take them down. At least not most of them. Especially the ones on like the higher parts of the house, because that's just I'm getting like anxiety just thinking about hanging lights up on the top peaks of our house. No, don't like it. But yeah, so we yesterday I literally was telling my wife I haven't streamed my entire PTO the latter half of December except one time. And it's hurting me inside, not just because I want to stream, but because it means I pretty much haven't really played video games either. And that has to do with some family health drama that I won't get into just yet. I'm waiting on a couple things before I broadcast it, and I'll probably bring it up in the Discord when I do. But that ate up a good chunk of the first part of my PTO, where I was having to do things regarding that situation, and it was just taking up time. Nothing. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I'll get into more details at another time. But then it got closer to Christmas, and then once Christmas passed, then we were doing other things, and it was just I never got around to it. So I told my wife at the beginning of this week, I was like, hey, I want to play video games before I'm back to work. Like, I want to stream and play video games before I have to go back to work. I took over 2 weeks off. It'd be nice if I could play video games once. And so she was very accommodating. In fact, I had multiple opportunities this week to do it. It just didn't make sense until now because I was just grinding away on quests in Final Fantasy XIV, trying to get to Dawn Trail, because I told my wife, I was like, I told everybody that I was going to be on Dawn Trail in January. So gosh darn it, I will be on Dawn Trail January 1st, and here we are. I'm ready to start Dawn Trail, you guys, and it is January 1, 2025. Phew, barely made it. Priorities dance. The priorities dance is always the first reason I don't stream. Exactly. It's just a nature of adulting, you know? It's a nature of being a responsible adult. How about that? Not just adulting in general, but being at least a somewhat responsible adult means that things like fun take to the back burner, unfortunately. And it is what it is. And I try to explain that to my boys a lot too when we have to go do something and they're like, oh, but I wanted to hop on with my friends, or hey, I wanted to do this. Well, you know, unfortunately, being responsible sometimes means we don't get to do what we want all the time. And it's just the nature of living in the world we live in. So, since I only streamed one time since this new golden acorn, there we go. I had to find my mouse. I kept the same golden acorn. There we go. Did I spell it right? Yeah. Which is, in my opinion, I actually really like this golden acorn. So it's from Eric Hoffer. If you haven't heard it before, it takes a little bit of thinking. But it's golden acorn at 73. In times of change, and this is a good one, especially going into a new year, in fact, right? In times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. I'll read that again. In times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned, the people that are not continuously learning, the people that feel that they've already learned all that they need to learn, the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. Why does it no longer exist? Well, it just said in times of change. The world is changing. So, in other words, folks, you want to keep up with the state of a changing world, keep learning, keep adapting, keep moving forward, keep progressing. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in a world behind, and the rest of the world's going to move forward without you. So, you know, as we go into the year 2025 and beyond, especially, you know, those of you living in the United States, we just had a new election, and regardless of who you voted for, it's looking like there's going to be change going forward. So the best way to keep up with a changing world is to continue learning yourself, continue adapting. And so I hope and I pray for all of us to be able to keep up with times of change, and grow accordingly as needed. So yeah, hopefully that can be a blessing and encouragement to us all. Golden Acorn number 73 from Eric Hoffer. Cool. Let's transition. Let's start this game. I've been like itching. I almost, like yesterday when I got done with the post Endwalker quests, I was so close to just going, you know what, let me just start the next quest. Let me just see what the story is going to look like. Because I haven't really looked into much of the Dawn Trail story at all, which is not like me. Like, normally I love spoilers, but I haven't touched anything news regarding the story of Dawn Trail, so this is fresh for me. I have no idea. Other than the fact, obviously, like, for those of you that have already gone through Dawn Trail, if you're watching this now, or if you're watching it as a, you know, as a past broadcast, whatever, obviously you know what I know, which is at the end of post Endwalker, it kind of started setting up Dawn Trail, saying we are about to embark on a new adventure to a new world, and it's far west of Charlian and of the known world. We're heading west, and I don't know what that world looks like yet, other than some of the screenshots and the trailers for Dawn Trail. Somebody basically came from that world. I don't remember the name of it. It starts with a T. Tolo, something like that. Came from there. Someone royalty came from there, seeking help, seeking assistance with a task, and they tapped us, and we're about to embark that way. So, yeah, here we go. Let's see. So, a new world to explore, hence the title of the stream. A new year, a new world to explore. Oh, let me turn up my volume too, the game volume. Welcome back, Skwirls. I've just had word from Aaronville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Tyrol. That's the place. I knew it started with a T. Tyrol aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. Cool, let's go to the main hall. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. So that map, the little map on the wall, is the new world, or includes the new world. Jika gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail a moment's notice. We're waiting on Aaronville. This does feel new, especially because we're literally going to a land that wasn't even on the world map. And, like, it definitely feels like all the old chapters of this game... so we'll need to share deck space, okay. All the old chapters of this game thus far are, like, ending. It does feel like something new is happening in this game. They're not casting off just yet, so you have any lingering concerns. Now it's time to voice them. I won't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Tyrol, yes? Oh, it's good that they're gonna recap this. Oh, maybe they're not gonna recap it. The nation of Toloyol, whatever that is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As you've chosen... Oh, dang it. In addition, Alphino and I have another objective. Okay, so we're going to assist with this. I think there's like some games or something that we have to do to help them decide their next ruler. And Alphino and Alize, as they're saying right now, they're trying to figure out how to make, like, our world at peace with Garlemald. So they're going to see how Tyrell does it. We hope to learn more about their cultures and interact with each other, etc. Zapping back and forth from AFK to kiddos. Hey, you're good. You're good, Chubex. I'll pursue this goal in my own time. Fair enough. I appreciate the heads up. I figured as much, though. Such is life. You wanted to find out about your grandfather? Yeah, so everybody in the party seems to have our own, like, little... not ulterior motives for going, but just other objectives. Yeah, so Kryl, right before... Oh, she's wearing the earring that she found, too. Right before this, she found a letter from Tyrell that suggested that her grandfather went out there or something like that, so she's now curious as well. You get your answers right from the source. Look forward to meeting him. Okay. In any case, you're not the only one with interest in the City of Gold. Oh, yeah. So the letter had to do with the City of Gold, and Aaronville was looking for the City of Gold as well. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I'm part of this exposition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as guide. Still playing the part of the story. Servant. Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. No, why would we change our mind? This is where the game is taking us. Hoist sail and let the wind take us as she pleases. Don't say that, dude, because what if the wind takes us, like, far south and we don't even go where we're going? That's a horrible thing to say. We won't make you Dawn's servant by standing here and talking about it. Okay, so the person that's talking to us is I guess Dawn's servant is maybe like queen or something. I go wheresoever adventure is to be found. All right, well, let's go there. So I guess, like, I think my understanding is that Wuk Lamont, this person, is looking to be royalty or stay royalty or something. And the way they determine who's taking the throne next is like a Hunger Games thing or something. There's some kind of competition is what I'm understanding, or a hunt or something. And so she's come out here looking for the best champions on the planet and has tapped us to be her champions. I think, if I'm understanding what I caught snippets of over the last few quests that I rushed through, I think that's what's going on. Alright, where's Aaronville? He's right outside. Oh no, he's not right outside. Oh yeah, he is. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. Okay. Oh man. Oh, I haven't even noticed this yet, but like any of the graphical changes that supposedly had taken place within the Dawn Trail expansion, I would assume I should be seeing most of them at this point. Maybe the lighting there that we're looking at, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to accentuate it a little bit more with that that sun flare effect.
Feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Admittedly, while some of the textures look a little smoother, or some of the polygons look a little smoother, it still looks like PS3.
Sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bufiswin herself. This will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Did Kryle's actor change? Voice sounds different.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
That's interesting that the game didn't ask us first. It wasn't like, you're about to disembark. Are you sure you want to continue? Usually the game is good about that kind of thing.
And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail
This is
west,
exciting.
as Kettenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Toral.
Completely different continent.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me! Woklamat!
Yeah, I was right. Okay. That is what we're going for. I love how we just assume that she's the best candidate to continue reigning over Tyrol. Or whatever it is. Alright, here we go. The new world map. Crazy. Charlian. I still want to get the keycaps to change the letters on my keyboard to to Final Fantasy letters. I think that'd be sick.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
Oh man, I feel like that's like the second or third time they've mentioned that about these seas.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tyrol was far, but it's another thing to really know.
Don't worry, we'll be able to teleport back to an Aetheryte.
Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of
Tuliolal. That's the capital.
succession. Since we still have a long way
Or
to
area.
go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Yeah, some of the lighting definitely looks better than old expansions. I am noticing that. It looks a little more refreshed, and the contrast seems to be a little better.
Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
Lines look cleaner. I don't know. It does. It definitely has a more polished feel, and like I said, I think the contrast upped The reason I say that is because, like, in past expansions before they updated the graphics, it really felt like everything was more washed out, and things seem to pop better now. So I don't know if that's the contrast, maybe mixed with a little bit of the saturation. I don't know. I see Eorzea before. So Eorzea is our continent. We're going to Tyrol, different continent. Great and famous hero. Okay, now we're just talking to people. I'm not even gonna read half this, but yeah, these aren't even like normal. These are just people. Like we're talking to waste time, basically. Oh, this person has a name though. Hang on. I just got a message. I gotta check the preview of real quick. Oh, maybe. Bear with me. Alright, I'm good for now. This will be my first visit to Tyrol. Fongientane is the name. I'm working in aesthetics in Ul'dah, you see, but my employment with them came to an end. So I visited Charlian in hopes of starting over. Cool. Alright. Self-assured trader. They probably don't have anything important since they don't have a name. Sprightly sailor. Alright, that should be everybody. Let's go back and talk to Kryl. Oh, do I not have my pet? Oh, my pet isn't out. That's sad. No pets on boats, I guess. Did you learn anything of interest? I mean, ish. I feel like we're gonna have like an instanced battle at sea. Yeah, there's some storms up ahead, so something's gonna happen. Either we're gonna have some battles at sea, and or we're gonna like crash and not go where we were supposed to go.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick.
Right.
I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Yep.
Erenville, you were born in Tyrol, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shetona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
And your family?
Shaktural.
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
When the teeth of the narrowbacks reefs that sail for the last snaps!
Oh dear.
Only know who's on watch! This wind's too strong to take any I'm falling off the mast! We need help! Get in
Yep.
below decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
I know how I love how Alphino always tries to take charge.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since.
because the warrior light and his band of merry men is on board. That's why.
The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself.
Oh snap.
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning.
We had magical defenses this whole time and they weren't already up?
What an extraordinary life he must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease. Woklama, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress. By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
No, we finally got land. Land ho! No. We got birds. That means we got land. So another reason you can tell this is
Joining us for some fresh air?
something new in the game, not
Seems
just
my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground.
not just a new expansion, but like a new chapter in the game as a whole, is how long and
Can't be much farther now, can it?
like expeditionary this first quest is feeling, especially from a cinematic perspective.
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Well, that's good.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
I'm kind of curious, like, some of the history of the lands of our world. given Heidelin, I guess is the planet,
Thanks
right?
for bringing us all this way.
Given that you have the same
We did what
races
we were paid to do.
on
Couldn't hardly send
Eorzea
you
that you
drift
have
halfway.
on Tyrol, and yet they seem like completely
If anything, it should be us
segregated,
thanking
like,
you
continents.
for helping us through that beast of a storm.
Like, where did everybody start on
As a
Eorzea?
matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down.
Nope.
Easy, stomach. Easy.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's super pretty looking. That's really pretty,
Blue
actually.
seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
So we... Is
Enjoying
this
yourself for a change?
a little boat or a big boat still?
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
Here we go. Whoa.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
To the new world. New year, new world. Let's go. Okay. It doesn't look that big from this perspective. There's the intro scene. Dawn Trail. This is exciting. I'm excited. I can't believe I'm only a few months behind the game's release in actually getting to play it, too. That feels surreal. Tuliolol. Man, that's such a weird word. Tuliolol. Tuliolol? Alright, yep, they still got Aetherites, as I figured. Well, that's cool looking. So it's very tribe-y feeling. Yeah, definitely feels very, like, almost... It's interesting, like, parts of it have, like, almost Mayan-y vibes. Yeah, like, that has a very Mayan-y vibe. But then other areas... I can't put my finger on it. African, maybe? Like, part Mayan, part African? I don't know.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tuliholal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
The armor looks sick.
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tuli-Yolal?
Tuli-Yolal. That's such a
I
weird
can
word.
answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Nice.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tuli-Yolal.
Tuli-Yolal. That's gonna take some getting used to saying. Hey, we can move our character again. And we got our pet back. And he's still very Christmassy. I'm pretty sure that squirrel only is a Christmas squirrel, so yeah. Alright. Despite the storms, here we are, safe and sound. First quest of Dawn Trail complete. You've arrived in Tuli-Yolal. Hey, I said it. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the sprightly sailor in Scholar's Harbor in Old Charlian. Okay. Or I imagine once we, you know, attune to that crystal, we can do that too. In fact, I might make it... I don't know if I should make it my return crystal. Actually, yeah, I'll make it my return crystal. My home crystal to return to. Alright then, first things first. Silva Quisi. Yep. I realize we've just arrived. Yep, familiar with the city. Makes sense. As always. Wuklamat is like trying to guide us. Third Promise has found herself some new followers. Wuklamat, are you unwell? Not at all. Couldn't be better. The Third Promise does not get seasick. As for my hand-picked entourage, I've recruited them to help me win the right of succession. I was about to show them around the city. Sounds lovely, but a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the Third Promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. I enjoy it so much when you do. Please don't ever worry about being a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, Third Promise. So, like, her siblings They did have a point. So is there like a first promise, a second promise, and she's the third promise? Like, are they like the number of kids? I don't know. I suggest we move in 2 groups to attract less attention. Technically, me. You and Kryl come with me. I'll take the twins then. Alright, so we're doing a tour. Cool. Let's keep going. Come on. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least till Waklamat's nausea subsides. Ready to go. Okay. So we've got Kryl with us. I'm fine now, really? Okay. Tell you about the harbor, Anvil already. Mentioned the reefs, which explains why you don't see any big ships. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay. Much of the incoming traffic is from Yuktaral, the southern landmass. Okay. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Waklamat and Kryl are now accompanying you. Okay, cool. Alright, so it's explaining this thing as if we've never seen it before, but we have, of course. And I think it did that because I think new players can skip to this point, either pay or otherwise skip to Dawn Trail and not have to do the past expansions now. So I'm curious what this city looks like. Okay, we want to obviously grab all of the little aetheryte shards. Okay, that's what the city looks like as a whole. And then we've got this over here. Ooh, nice big landmass. Okay, oh, and then there's something over here. Okay, I see. So that's definitely uncharted. This is obviously as well. What else we got? Something northern empty. Yep. Which is where we came from. And then from here we can sail to here. Decently large landmass there, and then down here is a southern one. Okay. So there's a lot of good spots. Here's the whole continent. Okay, good size, good size. We obviously came from there. Oh wow, it's huge actually. Wow, it's like the size of like a couple expansions. So there's a lot we could potentially uncover here. Cool. Alright, so up here looks like the market area. And we're going to want to grab that aetheryte shard. I will grab that one in a second. I'm going to grab the aetheryte first. Where is it? Where is it? Is it down here? No. It's... Oh, it's up there. Alright, there's a market board there. I am on most if not all, I believe, of the level 90 poetics gear. Oops. Marketplace. Yep, she's just gonna say stuff about market. Cool. Now we want to go up to the aetheryte. Kind of has like Ul'dah, or not Ul'dah. It kind of has Gridania vibes a little bit because it's out in like the nature and woodsy. Stop it. Where's the next one? There's one over there. Okay. I think I told you before, my brother spent 3 years studying in Charlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways. He brought back to us the knowledge of Aetheryte construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once, had one built immediately. Okay. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down. Okay. That's funny. Alright, where are we going now? We're going all the way up there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, we'll go that way. Wait, am I going the right way? No, I need to go this way. It's gonna take a bit to navigate a new city, as always. Alright, there's a spot down. Oh, I'm not sure how to get there, though. What the heck is this? Oh, that's just a chatting spot. So if I went this way, can I grab that one? How? I go. Oh, it must be down. Yeah, it must be down there. I don't even know how to get there, though. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to grab that last one. It must be down by the docks or something. Yeah, this area looks super Mayan to me, which is really cool. I like the architecture. I like how they mixed like old with like these cool lights. Hey, Dawn Trail. How you doing, man? It goes well, Senor Gaudiest. The holidays were good, man. How about yours, man? We were mostly relaxed for the holidays, which is much enjoyed. Can't complain. Fair enough. Fair enough. I got most of the things that I asked for as well, so you know, these days like people just ask you to make Amazon wish lists and you send it out to the fam, and that's what kind of everybody did for us. And that's what we did for everybody else for the most part. Did your daughter make out like a bandit? Ah, this is where the military practices, I guess. She always does. Yep, yep. Sounds about right. Okay, where are we going now? Up this way. Did I already attune to this one? I don't remember if I did. Yes, okay. Did you do anything crazy for New Year's? Did you stay up till the ball dropped and all that? That's a very large door. Massive, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I just said. Other side is equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by the race of giants, the Yok-Hoi. Or Hai, I don't know. Strictly speaking, Tyrol is actually two separate continents. Yok-Tyrol and the southern lands of the mother, and Jok-Tyrol, the northern lands of the father, which lie between, or which lie beyond the bridge. Okay, okay. So we're on the southern one, I guess? That is a really big bridge, dang, yo. Wow. Familiar sounding tale I put in the mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. Yeah, yeah. But getting back to Jacques Tural, those lands are also part of the Toliolol nation, correct? That's right, is my father incredible? He united the peoples of 2 continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural have been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to the myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. Okay, okay. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Crossing the bridge requires special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the right of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn's servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. Fair enough. Our sleep schedule is messed up. I was in bed by 6 and up by 2. Ugh. Up since. That's rough, dude. That's rough. Yeah, we were in bed by like 9:30, and then we got up at like a normal time, like 7:30 something, and then just cleaned up all the Christmas decor, except for the Christmas tree behind me in my office. That's the only Christmas decor still up. Lord Tassadar, how you doing, man? Happy New Year. It has been a while. I know, man. Sorry. My schedule overall has been absolutely nuts the latter part of this year. Hopefully it'll be better coming into 2025 for a little while at least. But yeah, it was nuts there for a little while. The cleanup crew, indeed. Yeah, cleaning up all the Christmas stuff is always, it's always nuts. The only reason this Christmas tree is still up, though, my younger son, he forgot a Christmas ornament at school before Christmas break, and he was really heartbroken about it. So we were like, all right, Dad will leave up his Christmas tree in his office, so when you come home from school the first day back, bring your ornament and I'll put it on my Christmas tree for a little while before I put it away. So that's the plan anyway. But Lord Tassadar, how you been, man? Hopefully you had a good New Year's Eve and you're not too torn up today. I've never broken my word. Once the throne is mine, the travel permit is yours. So that's really intriguing, for sure. Is checking out behind this door. I can't even move the camera up enough to see the top of it. That's crazy, yo. That is a big door. That is a big door. We must have covered half the city by now. Toliolol is unlike any. So Toliolol is the name of the city / city-state, I guess, / nation. And so this Toliolol is the capital of the nation that is comprised across 2 continents, Yuktural and Jactural. I don't even know if I'm saying them correctly or not, but I think that's correct. And Yuk is the south, Jacques is the north, something like that. I'm really trying in Dawn Trail, since it's still relatively new. I mean, it is still new. It's only a few months old. For me to, like, grasp it all. Play it like it is legitimately a new game. Because it is. And it feels new, you know? Like it's a new chapter in Final Fantasy XIV. I keep saying that. We'll head west next, toward the Arch of the Dawn. Okay, alright. Certainly doesn't want methods to travel. Okay. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough in this area, let me know. We'll continue on. Yeah, I have. I have seen enough. I want to continue. I would like to check out whatever this is right here. Volok Shunsa. Right Plume Post. Okay. The Arch of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something of interest as we walk. Are now accompanying me. Yep. Okay. Cool. Let's go. Doing good. Thanks for asking. Been playing a lot of Satisfactory, Astroneer, and Planet Crafter. Nice. I, believe it or not, I haven't actually played Satisfactory since 1.0 released. I played a lot of Core Keeper 1.0, and then gradually trailed off from that. I plan on coming back to it because there's a lot of stuff I want to do in my world, And I'm still working through building the Wikipedia, the wiki that I've been building for the game, but it's a big task, and I missed Final Fantasy, and I really needed to make sure that I got to Dawn Trail come 2025, so here we are. Astroneer and Planet Crafter I haven't actually ever played. I think I have Astroneer, but I never actually fired up the game for some reason. But Satisfactory, I have a lot of hours in Alpha Satisfactory. As well as Factorio. I have a ton of hours in Factorio. Still struggling to conceive how one can construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. Yeah, right. Original site of the Yakhoi Temple. The Giants built it. First making a bridge to appease a gun. Okay. Alright, this is history I don't necessarily care about. Even if this was a brand new game, I don't think that I would have cared to read it. Alright, I think I'm gonna go up this way. Shame on you. Astroneer is a fun game. Good for your boys, too. Yeah, it looks pretty good. One of these days, when I'm caught up on all of my games, and I'm looking for something to feel fresh, I'm sure I'll check it out. Alright, this is just talking. I don't need that, but I want to grab this shard that's over here. Well, I like the music. It's like it reminds me of the Star Wars Cantina music a little bit, but more so it reminds me of that jungle restaurant in The Mask. Like that's what it reminds me of. The old Jim Carrey movie, The Mask. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to get down there. Let's see. Would it be easier if I just went back to the Aetheryte, I wonder? Nah, we'll walk the city. Planet Crafter has a demo if you wish to play it. Oh, wish to try it? Oh, okay. Actually, I think I did know that. So Planet Crafter and Astroneer, are they more or less kind of like No Man's Sky type games? Like you're on a planet, it's crafting survival mechanics. Like they're not like Satisfactory, right? Like Satisfactory is automation, factory building, sim type thing. Whereas Astroneer and Planet Crafter, I think, are more crafting survival, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this is where people live. Okay. Oh, so like, can people get housing that looks like that's in this district? I still don't know enough about the Final Fantasy XIV housing mechanic to be knowledgeable in any way, shape, or form on it, but shoot, should I have not have? Okay, they caught up. For the record, I didn't swear just then. I did say shoot. I just said it really, really quick. I felt the need to say that because even in my ears, I heard what it sounded like, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, let me revisit what I just said." I don't swear, like, I don't say cuss words, like, in my normal speech. So if you think I might have said something, I assure you I didn't. Like, those words don't exit my lips. Even when I'm around the rest of my salespeople that work with the government, I'm like the only person with a clean mouth. Okay. Arch of the Dawn awaits. Alright, let's grab this shard over here. It has a survival aspect to them. Need oxygen to breathe. Astroneer has dangerous plant life, and Planet Crafter, you need to eat and drink. Okay, yeah. So they're like crafting survival games, right? Base building aspects and stuff too, right? I assume, based on the name, Planet Crafter, I assume there's terraforming in some way in Planet Crafter. And I really, really wish that they would let you mount in cities, dude. Like, this is... There aren't, like, a lot of annoyances I have with FF14 overall. But one of the main ones is that. I mean, before I grab this, I want to grab this last shard down here. Oh, not there. This way. Where is it? There it is. Because, like, I'm pretty sure in World of Warcraft you can be mounted in cities. Granted, if I remember World of Warcraft correctly, too, there's no loading screen between the outside and the city. You just walk right into the city, but I might be misremembering that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can be mounted in cities in WoW. The Arch of Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Turol Land Gate. But when Papa found Tuliolal, everyone began using its present name and honor. Okay. So this gate is Kazama Uka. The wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the right of succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozama Oka, the name alone is intriguing. Yeah, right. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? I didn't even see any fluffy animals. Oh, those. The llamas? They look like llamas. They look exactly like llamas. Oh, alpacas. Never mind. Those are alpacas. Fearsome? What? Fearsome? They seemed quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Cryo. You'll learn soon enough. So alpacas in Tyrol are fearsome. Okay. But don't forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. But forget the alpacas. Okay. They do look... yeah. That's funny. Okay. Where are we going? Where are we going? Alright, so City of Stairs is the third quest. We're completing it now. Okay. Alright, so we're still learning things, it would appear. What's special about the pillars? At a glance, you might They might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you really look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. Okay, like what? What am I doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Not what I meant to do. Okay. Oh. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Oh, snap. Inspect the stone pillars. Why can't we skip this scene? Interesting. Not that I was going to, but... Wow. Okay. There better be voice acting, because I really hate it when they force you to watch something and there's no voice acting. I don't want to have to read something and not be able to skip it. If I wanted the option, which I don't, it's fine. So are the pillars telling a story? Is that what's going on here? Nope, no voice acting. Pictures, wait, no, these are glyphs. Okay. They all seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring two-headed Mulja. Oh, this must be... It follows the exploits of my father, Gololjaja, or Yaya, I don't know. And his journey to unite our lands, we call it the Tolial Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged are immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Toliolal came to be. Study them as long as you like. Interesting factoid to me, or I don't know, something curious. Oh wow, we gotta... Okay. I'll come back to the curious thought in a second. Depicts where my papa granted an audience formal explorer Ket something. I can never remember the name. You mean Ketemram? Yeah, that's the one. Ketemram's arrival in Toral is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not blood. But no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Interesting. Lay of Reeds. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hanu in their village of Kozama Uka. The people Alphino almost mistook for Vanu, if not for the colorful plummet, yeah, whatever that word is. He spent a fair bit of time in the sea of clouds. No surprise he took interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are bright and cheerful sort. They hold this festival every year. Very famous, a lot of fun. So this just suddenly realized, or I just suddenly realized the influence of the setting for this new world. It's Hawaiian, duh. Like, yeah, I think that's the intention. That's the vibe that we're supposed to be getting, is like a Hawaiian-y feel. The 4 stones closest to us cover the first half of Papa's travels. Let's start with those. Oh, so we're supposed to go to that one later. Lay of Patra depicts my odds, muffled when they talk. The gold and silverwork they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Mublin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly the Vanu aren't the only people in distant Tirali counterparts. And then this one, Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is Scrubblall, like me. Oh, okay, sure. Tribal. Oh, yeah. We're at war for control of the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took to end the conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Toliolal. They're a clan of Rothgar, known as Hellions. In their society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Here in Tyrol, Tribal, men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary between location. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Oh, geez. Should I really be reading them all? I don't know if I want all of this history. Okay. Lay of Gold. The Pelu Pelu, whose homeland is in that place, having created our currency. Oh, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee markets. Okay. So they're the markets people. Let's keep going. Lay of Ice. I also just realized the lei, like when you're in Hawaii, you get different leis, like a welcome lei and a celebration lei for the. Okay, yeah, definitely Hawaiian. Yeah, I'm not reading all of these, man. That's a lot of reading. If they wanted this to be really, really important, then they should have made it voice acted. Oh man, I clicked it. Okay. Oh. Alright. Lay of Proof. They follows Yogg-Toy, the largest for all peoples. Yep, they're the giants. Okay. This one is unmarked. Okay. Blank pillar for the next chapter of history, whatever that might be. Interesting. So there's only one blank pillar? Okay. Yes. Yes, I've had my fill. Thank you. Oh my gosh. What I was going to say, the curious thought that I had was, this is her father, right? Like, not grandfather, not great-grandfather. This is her father that supposedly united the North and the South continents into this peaceful city-state nation-like thing. And all of these pillars have been built here to outline his history. How old are they? That, like, they've erected multiple pillars telling the story of this piece that her father built when it's only one generation, if not even one generation past. I mean, I guess it is one generation past. So, like is her father not around? Her father must not be around anymore. Like, maybe in his passing, it was decided to erect these pillars, and maybe they're brand new pillars? Like, how long have the pillars been there? That's, you know, it feels like these pillars have been here for a while. Like, these are, like, some really old pillars. So, like, it just feels weird that we're only one generation removed from the story that the pillars are telling. Alright. Anyway. I've still got to go up and grab this last one right here. I almost want to do that before we do this next quest. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Because I'm going to regret it if we wind up doing an instance or something, and then I miss the opportunity. Alright. So where? Is it down here? How do I get there? That's what I really need to know. Yeah, I think I'm going the right way. There, yeah, I see it. Just how do I get to it? Alright. There we go. Alright, now we can TP back. That should be all of them, right? Yep, you've attuned to all of them. Oh, it didn't unlock any cool gates? Alright, whatever. No, maybe because we don't have a travel pass yet, like Walk Lamont was talking about. I'm trying to remember names too, man. Have you ever had tacos? They're a classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. This is hilarious. So what, is it supposed to be Mexican influence? Maybe it is Mexican and not Hawaiian. Maybe it's supposed to be like a Mexican influence. Maybe it's a mix of cultures. I don't know. Mexican might make more sense because I said like it had Mayan vibes as well. So I could see that. Yeah, I could totally see that. Just because they're talking about tacos. She said, let's head downstairs and have some. Okay. And now we're downstairs. Cool.
Brook-Evo!
Now, finally, voice acting.
My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye, and now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable?
They definitely
Seek out their
sound
lucky
like
stars
this
that came
is
home alive at all.
like a Mexican influence. Now that I'm hearing more of them talk.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils. Oh,
Oh, not cool, man. Oh, you big. Dang.
If it isn't the third promise.
what the?
I don't know these ones. New salt. Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it.
Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us. Such an honor.
Bakul Jaja the Mighty.
Glory on your name, brother. And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne, nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling house cat, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense. Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
I love how Kryl is keeping her at bay.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Interesting.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Oh.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
Tacos.
So it goes.
It's interesting to me that, like, based on her father's peace, like, this nation is built on peace, is what it sounds like, right? All these cultures coming together in the city of Tuliolal. North and South, all their conflicts were ended by her father in his travels, bringing the two sides, the two continents together as one nation, and they pride themselves on this. And yet, the way they determine a right of succession to the throne is through competition. It seems weird, doesn't it? I don't know. I was looking forward to trying some authentic cuisine. All right, yeah, let's head there. assume, yeah, I figured it was up here. Can I just TP that way? No, I can't. I have to go here. My stuff is good, right? I don't need to, yeah, okay. And yeah, I do have everything augmented. Oh no, I don't. I have some, well, they're all level 90 gear at least. No, I think they're all correct. Okay. Anyway. Nope, there's a big door, but not the big door, right? That was this gate, I think. The sky gate, yeah. Alright, here we are. Hey, I'm level 94. Nice. Did I get anything cool? I don't think so. Oh, I did. I learned. Oh, what did I learn? Arcane Mastery was a trait. Oh, okay. Let me look at my actions and traits. It looked like 2 things might have popped up. So let's see. Anything level 94. Nothing there. I don't see anything for level 94 here. Roll? Nope. Traits. So I guess it's just... Oh, there were 2 traits. I see. Reduces the swift cast recast timer to 40 seconds. That's... I mean, that's nice. In my normal rotation, the current recast time was fine. I guess if I really had to save recast in like a trial with other players, then I really had to save it for resurrect. Where is it? I don't even know where it is. See, resurrection. Then I guess that's good. Arcane Mastery increases the potency of 3, so it increases how strong everything is. Okay. Cool. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these in their entirety. Okay, let's go. Why aren't they voice acted? I'm like skimming them very quickly right now. I'm waiting till I see something that looks more important. Oh, so Papa's not dead. She said Papa will want to know the allies that I've chosen. Wait, so if her dad ain't dead, then that means... I guess it was her dad that decided to erect the pillars, so... Okay, then I guess that makes... I don't know. I guess that makes sense. Alright, is there voice acting this time? Please tell me there's voice acting this time. Usually when there's additional sound effects like this, there's voice acting too. Whoa. Hey!
Estinian? When did he get here?
What's the point? Why is he here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
Whoa, time out. Her dad is a two-headed
Know
thing?
that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that man there.
Touche.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Taral.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Oh. When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Don Servant. I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! Old-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
I was so sure that Estinian would join us. This also explains why that other two-headed guy feels like he has a claim more than others, I guess, because the current Dawn servant is a two-headed, I guess.
The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona. The third promise, Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Jaja. You four will compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young, and so I look to the always for inspiration. The rite of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest, but the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples.
I see.
Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamuja at all.
I'm glad he's explaining it now, because I had questions.
So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal.
I guess whichever one's talking to you, that would be the eyes you look at.
Offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Ew.
Now you have us to compete against.
He was all spitting. Gross.
Though it seems the one head was already too
That's
afraid
nasty.
to face us.
Why does it seem like all of them are blind?
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Like, that head looks like it's blind. Or has really bad, like, what is it, glaucoma or whatever? Cataract.
To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural and find the city of...
What? No way. The city that nobody's ever seen. That's what we have to do. We have to find the city that no one's ever seen.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer as proof my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
With my own 4 eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyola. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions, and we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same, but in order to achieve victory proper, You need to break the seal I put in place.
Oh, wow. He sealed it himself.
Bring them.
This dude got a man bun. This is getting interesting, you guys. So the competition isn't like a battle per se. We're competing to get to the Golden City first and break the seal. Okay, so those are all the pillars, whatever, the stories on the pillars.
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone,
No way.
you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden
Jadzia
City
Scythe.
gates.
Good afternoon to you both. Dawn Trail. A grand adventure for the ultimate prize indeed.
None of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
So do the other
A few years younger,
claimants have their own like allies to assist in this contest, or did Waklamat be the only one to look him out to find some?
or both. But I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have
Endwalker was really good, no way. Endwalker's really good. I admittedly kind of breezed through the post-Endwalker quests to try to get to Dawn Trail in time for the new year. But it felt very like Falling Action, you know what I mean? Like Resolve stuff.
Cessation begins now. I'll be
But Endwalker was super good. Loved that story. It felt like the stakes were a lot higher, which
Remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
which is why I guess at the end of Endwalker it felt very final, you know? Like one chapter that comprised of multiple subchapters of Final Fantasy XIV is now ended, and Dawn Trail definitely feels like a new beginning of something fresh.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Oh yeah, that's right, because her grandfather or whatever.
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
Oh,
No, not at this time.
What? What?
I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession. But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
It's kind of messed up.
Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
I mean, he didn't have much of a choice. She just like ran up there and just started speaking. So, you know.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galov.
So if he's only going to tell her the whole truth if she wins with Waklamat, then like what gives, yo? Like he was like the Wizard of Oz. You want answers? Go do this quest for me. Haha. Like, right. Yeah, like it's kind of messed up, yo. And like what if she don't win? Is he just going to leave her in suspense like, "Sorry, bruh. You didn't win. I ain't giving you the answers, even though your granddad was like my best friend."
Now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
Why is he asking
Our
me?
third promise is not wont to take no for an answer.
If anything, he should ask Kryl, right?
I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil.
Yeah, we're always
You
at the
are
heart of
second-guessing
political
your decision.
turmoil.
Tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Legit, like our entire story quest has been at the heart of political turmoil.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
I want to see where this journey leads. I've made my decision. I mean to see it through. Yeah, let's go with the first one.
So you are committed to your path? I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Nope.
Here they come! It's Saralja! Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid.
What?
Cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please.
Saralja. Take heart, tiller of the soil. The resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Wow. That That was such a political move. He was like, I ain't even gonna look at you or talk to you.
The first promise
My
of the landscape.
my secretary is gonna give you an answer, and it's like the most generic answer.
As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
Natural child of Gurul Jaja. Okay.
And Resilient Son. Is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion, common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
Interesting. Okay.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
That's interesting. I would have thought that was the other one. Oh, wait. Yeah, no. I would have thought that was the other one.
Are you alright?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new.
So the second promise is the way into the future.
With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
That was actually a pretty fair answer.
Plain spoken, as always.
That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studium.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
I want to know how you get these families with mixed races, like, to that extent.
He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
Mixed
So it
species.
was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian.
Like, I guess they're all adopted, perhaps?
Innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
Yeah, I guess they said the other two-headed dude, or the other whatever he is, not him. He's the two-headed guy. The first promise was the only natural born, right? So the second and third promises are both adopted, I guess.
Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyolan. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your fealty.
They get backstory to their history down the road if they haven't done yet. I gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha.
Brother.
On how they got adopted, gotcha. Okay.
I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable.
Not of the Dawn's promise. I assume that just means not one of his kids.
A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
Nothing good.
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
That's what I figured. Yeah. And then she comes out last, and everybody's already gone. Like, legit, everyone's
We wish
leaving.
for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliyollal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Makes sense.
Apologies, it's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious third promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise, I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Oh. She ain't done
Compared to the
nothing.
two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
That's why she needed help. She wasn't dumb.
It's fine. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika.
She's biased.
Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Alright, we're back to playing the game. Which... yeah, I got some time. Not want to waste time before he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course. City of Gold. Alright. Comparing the tablets against the pillars, we can check for discrepancies. Good idea. That's a good idea, actually. I was wondering what our first clue would be. That was a good call. Okay. Alright, so let's go up here. And we'll go to this one. This way. That makes everyone tablets if you would, of course. Cool. Everyone has a tablet. Oh, we have... oh, okay. I was thinking each team got like one tablet, so I guess we all teams got all tablets. Okay. Unless I'm missing some of the glyphs appear to be identical. Okay. Tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. Notice the scenes are the same. Where do we go from here? Dawn Servant said we would retrace the path he walked in uniting the peoples. Encounter 7 electors along the way. We have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out on the saga. So what, we just have tablets so we don't have to come back here every time to refer to them, I guess? The events the glyphs portray, do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanuhanu settlement. That took me there once. It was during festival season and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There also Lay of Gold, the one involved in that Pelo village, which is about the same distance from here. So we can pick which way we want to go, I guess. Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about the storm we passed through at sea. Apparently, it ravaged Yuktaral several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as they were as he is, they're more susceptible to damage. Okay. It's information we need. Just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. Okay. Bye. It would be prudent to ensure we're prepared for the journey. I'll guide you to accommodations I've arranged. Alright. Speak with Aaronville. He is just down yonder. Okay. Reservation is under Waklamat's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Well, oh, so we got a room, I guess. Right now, the third promise. Once you've finished organizing your gear, you can meet us outside the... Greetings, visitors to Tuliolal, and welcome to the Ferrard something. Whenever you're ready, I'll show you to your rooms. Where are the rooms at? Like, the reception desk is in the middle of the water. Are the rooms... Oh, those are all the rooms back there, I guess? Oh, interesting. So it's a hotel on a dock. That's cool. It's as if we're stinking in, wherever, in, you know, one of those nice island resorts. Anyway. Wait at the designated... Oh, wait. No, we gotta wait up here. So then... What is this even... Oh, I guess I should have TP'd. Oh, well. I want to see what our room looks like. Wait, so is this our room? I don't understand, man. Why are we waiting up here and not just talking to the lady? Oh, okay. Await your companions and embark on the rite of secession. Wait, okay. So, oh, so we could have checked out the room down there. I see. Do we want to check out the room? I'm kind of curious. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Yeah, it's the innkeep. Yeah, I bet you it looks the same. I bet you it looks identical. Retire to your room. Let's see. It probably doesn't, actually. Oh, okay. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Oh, there's a little toy chest. Oh, jigsaw puzzle. What? Whoa. I don't want to play this right now. No, I don't. No. We're not doing this right now. The unending journey. This is... Wait, no. Wait, where is it on the other side of this? There it is. This is where we can, like, yeah, where we can read about all the things, right? Oh, we can actually play all the cutscenes here too. I don't think I really realized that. Wow, that's cool. Wait, level 9, so Dawn Trail. Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, we can literally play through like the entire game. And then a comfy feather bed. Yo, do we get... Oh, look at this. It's so nice. Wow. It's so serene. Okay, this is cool. I'm a fan. Summoning bell, crystal bell. There's my glamour dresser and the armoire. Okay, cool. Alright, alright. So the room looks cool. I like it. In fact, admittedly, I like it better than all the other inn rooms that I've been in because of the water view. You know, every time my wife and I go on vacation, it's always like on the water somewhere. And like, full disclosure, like, I don't personally like hanging out at the beach, but I like the sound of the ocean. I like the views of the ocean. Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice. Beachside view, exactly. Like, my wife is a beach bum, hands down, 100%. And so we go somewhere with water for her. And then she just knows that when the time comes, if I really want to, then I'll just chill, like, I don't know, bar side and meet new people, be social, or I'll just go back to my room and play video games. And we're cool, like, so she doesn't care. I'm happy to answer your question, encounter an opportunity to do my business. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, like, most of what they're talking about here doesn't seem super important. Like, skimming it. Yep, link Pearl so we can talk to each other, cool. So the Tyrol continents are definitely less developed is what it seems, right? The roads aren't quite as paved. They're more susceptible to damage. They don't have higher technology, trains, better trade routes, etc. Yeah. Link pearls. Alright, so yeah, we have 2 places to go to. Completing this quest, the main scenario will branch into 2 quest paths. Accepting the quest from the helpful Hanu will temporarily prevent you from accepting the quest from the approachable Pelu, and vice versa. The second quest path will become available from the respective NPC once you've completed the series of quests from the first path. Furthermore, story elements and quest rewards will not be affected by your initial choice of path. Speak to the NPC you prefer and embark. Okay, so I'm kind of like following. I don't know which one I should do. Which one's this one say? To Kozama Oka. Yeah, we'll do this one. Oh, it's after 5 o'clock. I've actually got to close my stream, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, we got almost 2.5 hours though in, and I started this. I will most likely be playing this off stream at some point, but don't hold me to it. If I stream tomorrow, I might be picking up right here where I left off. If let me switch scenes here too. I might be picking up right here where I left off. Or I might be picking up after a series of quests have been completed further in the future. I don't know. But it is... yeah. It is, it's past 5, and I told my wife I'd only stream a couple hours. We gotta dose the boys with their allergy program stuff and start dinner and all that jazz. Main reason I got my dream plot, Missed Plot 5. What is Missed Plot 5? Now I want to Google this. What is Missed Plot 5? Where'd my cursor go? Large Missed Plot 5? What? House on the Cliff, the large plot. Oh, so is it like residence? Like, I haven't looked into player housing at all since I've been playing, and I've been playing this game for years, and I just never got around to doing it because I've been playing on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, never got to level cap, etc. Jadzia Scythe, I know you're like new to my stream, so yeah, I've been playing since like before A Realm Reborn. I pre-ordered the collector's edition of FF14, was in denial that it was bad, eventually stopped playing, came back a year after A Realm Reborn came out, liked the game but no longer had time to play, and then played it on and off over years, creating new character. This is now the farthest I've ever gotten on a tune. Loving the game again. Yeah. You get used to a schedule. Thanks, Gaudiest. Yeah. Yeah, I travel a lot for work, so I don't have the most consistent of schedules. But yeah. Thanks for getting squirrely though and following. I appreciate that, man. But hey, like I said, I gotta close this thing up. I do have this thing, Jazzy Scythe. Since you're new here, I'll explain it. But I do this thing called the Golden Acorn, where I do like an encouraging quote that I change up every so often. And, oh, thanks, man. We were both like on it at the exact same time. That's funny. Just barely. But this particular one is the same one that I had a couple weeks ago, but I kept it for the new year. Golden Acorn 73, Eric Hoffer. In times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. Basically, encouraging us all to keep learning. Never stop learning, never stop adapting, never stop growing. Because especially in a world that's constantly changing before our very own eyes, we don't want to be left behind. So hopefully that can encourage us to do exactly that. Yeah. So thanks, Miss Chubex earlier for the resub. Really appreciate that. And Jadzia Scythe for the follow. And for everybody hanging out and chatting. And it's been good catching up with some of you guys. And as always, stay squirrely. We will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow, but we'll catch you when I catch you. Oh, by the way, the Jadzia Scythe, I don't know if you care to know, but I do have a Discord server, so you can check it out there. And that will have like a schedule of when I know if I'm streaming throughout the week, so you can pop in there and check it out. But yeah. Till next time, guys, stay squirrely. Thanks for hanging out.